Righty ho. So if you click that now, all be well. We're about a minute early, and we'll see if anybody appears, which they may well do. So,
got a slight delay, I think.
Hang on a minute. So we've got a quick hello. So if you just bear with us while we enable comments so we can see any chat. And hello, Emma Eccles. Emma says hello, Sandra.
Hi, Emma. Thanks for joining us.
And anybody else about?
Oh, Pauline.
Say hello to Pauline, Sandra. I've said I'm going to keep.
Hiya, Pauline. Good evening. How are you?
I'm not going to talk over you today.
Quite a few joining us, Neil. Hiya, Danielle, as well. And Uncle Fester. Hello, Uncle Fester.
Uncle Fester.
Uncle Fester.
Oh, was Uncle Fester? Was that the Adams family?
Angie from Blackpool. Hi, Angie.
How's Blackpool, Angie?
And is Frugal Stew.
Frugal Stew. We are going to be in your neck of the woods in just after Christmas. You never know. We'll let you know where we are, but we might be able to try and hook and say hello to you.
So we've got Ivan Davidson as well. Hi, Ivan.
Hang on a minute. We've got the boat heads on tour here, Sandra. I was watching them doing changing their duvet last night, and they were doing it in their own method.
There's quite a few comments going in. We've got Stephen Coleraine. Great to see you as well. Thanks for joining this evening. And the braved face vlogger, love Jess. Oh, Ange and Chris. Oh, thanks for joining us. Hope you're all doing okay. Is it rainy and cold in South Wales? Yeah, it's a bit grim over here as well, Emma, but it's actually not as cold as it was 2 days ago. I was definitely freezing my toes off going to that work do on Friday. It was really cold.
So Uncle Fester's Paul.
Paul. Hiya, Paul. All right. Okay. Stephen Jameson. Hello. I don't think we said hello, have we? I don't think so. Angela from Rotherham. Yeah, we're pretty well prepared for Christmas now, aren't we, Neil? Not doing too bad.
I'm always prepared. She's got no idea how lucky she is to have me. I'm always on the ball.
We've got Peter Webster joining us as well. Hi, Peter. And Elora too. Elora point two. Anyway. Nice to see you as well, Frugal Stew. Simon Jacques, how are you? Yeah, we're really good, aren't we? What? You are allowed to speak as well.
I've said that I'm going to get it. So I'm not a spirit drinker, but I have got a gin and tonic. So yeah. So we're okay. We're all fine.
And we've got from Belfast. We've got Sean Murdoch joining us. I went to Belfast in I think it's about May time. I had a fantastic time. I'd never been to Belfast before, but I really loved it over there. My tube. Hi, is it Sandra? Yeah, I think I'm Sandra. Yeah. Last time I checked, anyway.
What did you get? You have been called other things, haven't you?
Happy campers are here. Hiya.
That's to Claire and Stu. Yeah.
Yeah, this is our first live, so we're in best behaviour.
Oh, hang on a minute. Dodgy Dave's here. Do you remember Dodgy Dave? You met Dave and Julie.
Dave and Julie.
Yeah. Wasp man.
Oh yes, we did meet, didn't we? Yeah, nice to see you. We never did find the wasps, as far as I recall.
But Stuart Brown, he's lucky to have you.
There you go. So you don't know what you've got, so you missed it sometimes. So there you go.
Right, there you go. Fly through those. There you've got there.
So we got a few more. Paul Cooper from Chesterfield in Derbyshire. Hiya, Paul. Nice to see you. Neil, did you every year? Sorry, don't get too far behind on the list, but we'll try and keep up with the new hellos. Every year Neil says, "Don't get me anything. I don't really need anything." And then every year I end up with this like mound of random presents off you.
This is going to be the best Christmas of your life. I have got the next big thing for you.
I hope so.
Every Christmas, I always get the children and Sandra the next big thing, And I have got Sandra some amazing things. I mean, really high quality and super expensive gifts this year. Really expensive.
Right, we're getting way behind on the hellos, so let's do a few more hellos. At least great, so many people are joining us. Thank you. We've got also Paul Coop. Oh, we did Chesterfield, didn't we, from Paul? Simon Wilcox from Liverpool, and then Graham McLester says hello. Hello, Graham.
Angie, yes, I have just about definitely now got all Sandra's presents. I've got 3 to wrap up. We had a load of posts come the other day on Friday, I think it was. So yeah, got that.
Yeah, I've got a few bits hiding in my boot.
Pardon?
I've got a few bits hiding in my boot.
Nothing much hiding in your boot. It's birds. My boot's full of birdseed.
True, it is very true. Where are we up to? Philip Groucher. Hope you have a great Christmas. Thank you. Yeah, we're down back in the nurseries. Obviously visiting Neil at some point. As we mentioned, I'm starting a new job in January, so I kind of need to get my feet under the table, as it were, a little bit with my new job before I start planning trips away. But I'll definitely be down at some point.
You're going to miss me, aren't you?
Of course I'll miss you.
Oh, how much?
That much.
How much is on the screen? How much you really? How much? How big's your big fish? I'm going to bacon cob. You mean a bacon barm cake? We're up north now.
So who's WTBM? WTBM 1, 2, 3.
He always comments on our videos and quite often says cool. He's he's
hiya anyway. So we haven't got a name, but hi anyway.
Yeah.
Boatheads on tour. I've definitely heard that before.
So they are joining us as a seasonal on a seasonal pitch.
Right.
And their pitch is next to the Travel Trolls pitch. So I'm sure they're going to be looking forward to fingers crossed, a fun, exciting season at the nurseries. Let's hope the weather's going to improve.
I'm sure it will be. Also, by all accounts, there'll be bacon cobs going. Anyway, however the weather.
Barms.
It's a cob.
I know, but they're from another part of the world. We're in the up north now, isn't it? Aye.
So. Oh, Debbie O'Neill's with us. Hi, Debbie. Hope you're keeping well.
There's 91 people watching us.
We were talking about you, Debbie, today. So I need to send you some paperwork for some of the official stuff that I've not got around to doing all year, but I will be in touch soon about that.
Debbie, you've been in our conversation today. We're going to be in touch. We're changing our web hosting on my business over the next few weeks. So, yeah, funny enough. That's amazing. So we've just reached 108 people watching.
Oh,
so I was expecting about 5.
I'm quite humble, but it's great that you can all join us. Anyway, thank you. Paul Webster says size isn't everything, Neil. I don't know what to say to that.
Yeah.
I could tell a funny story, but I don't feel like I know you all well enough at the moment.
Go on, tell him. Which funny story?
Like your nickname.
No, let's not go there. No, let's not go there. We really shouldn't go there. So yeah. No.
There you go.
So the reason why we've actually done this live, obviously over summer, Sandra sort of appeared here and there on the videos, and since I've got home, she's appeared in most of them. In actual fact, haven't you? And I think people are a little bit intrigued by who you are and how you put up with me and how I put up with you.
How I put up with you? What? If any of you are listening today are OMD fans, I can't tell this story. So Neil had done like a charity event. So like OMD themed like party night, and then there was like prizes, and I think you were trying to raise some money for a charity. So you're getting all these CDs, weren't you, signed by a certain Andy McCluskey. So now I was asked, well, and then Neil was saying like, this is the longest marriage of your life, weren't you? Which is true. And then Andy was saying, well, how does that work? And I'm like scratching my head thinking how to answer this question. So I stick with this answer in future. It's like, I've never been bored. I'll give you that. Like we've had a lot of fun times. It's a bit manic at times, but I've certainly never been bored.
Rasha's doing absolutely brilliant, and I am going to bring her on camera very shortly because she's down. Actually, she's at the door trying to get into a basket. So some of you may, or some of you may not know, but I've actually been married twice before with Sandra, and we met.
Not with me.
Not with Sandra. Sorry, Sandra's my third wife.
Before me.
And it's the longest marriage of my life. But we met in 2006, and we moved in together fairly soon afterwards. As in the February we met, and then I think we were cohabiting in the August, and then we got married the year after. All right.
Yeah, I think we moved here autumn 2006, and then we went to see the vicar, and we said we want to get married in March, and he thought we meant March 2008 at the time, and we said no, we mean March, this coming March, that's in 2007. And he said, oh, I better get my skates on then. I said, yeah, please, yeah. So there you go.
And so when I met Sandra, and indeed, and any of you guys I've actually met, I tell lots and lots of stories and tales about things, and a lot of them are very far-fetched, and that's the way that they seem. But I've had a very interesting life on people that I've got to know and who I've met, and people that I do know, and it's very rare that life's boring without something going on, isn't it? You've met quite a few famous-ish people and things over the years.
Yeah, and as I say, on the politics side, we've met quite a few MPs and been to the House of Lords, and yeah.
So who's been to the House of Lords?
We have.
And how did we get in the House of Lords?
Because you were invited by the previous mayor of Stockport Council.
So hang on a moment. So we were in London. We were at, I can't think where we were in London, and Sandra was watching. It wasn't Trooping the Colour, but whatever. She was getting all very giddy by all the guardsmen and everything. And I sort of tapping glass on. I said, "I've just got a message. Do you want to go to the House of Lords for a drink?" And Sandra's going, "Shut up! You're all winding me up, and you're lying again." You didn't believe me.
That is not true at all. I've also never seen the Treatment of the Colours, so I'm just saying, look, can we just stop and watch the horses and things, just because I've never seen it before. I was quite excited about that too. And he's like staring at his phone, like he's always staring at his phone. And I said, why are you staring at your phone again? And he said, well, actually, I'm trying to get us into the House of Lords. No, that was actually, we're kind of getting away with.
Oh yeah, well done,
well
done, Argentina. Sorry, yeah, Rash.
More hellos. So
come.
So Shauna Maria from Clec Heaton. Could you message put another comment in there, because I have no idea where Clec Heaton is. But yeah, thanks for joining. Merry Christmas to you too. To Sharon Whitehall Campbell and Jen Wing. Does Rasha get a present? She certainly will do.
Come on.
Yeah, we used to have two dogs. We used to have Sky as well as Rasha, and it was always a bit of an issue with when the dogs' presents came out. Who was going to open? Oh, Rasha. Oh dear.
Sorry, Rasha is a real wuss, and in recent times
she has got very sensitive feet. I don't know if she's got feet.
Come on.
Poor dog.
Come on.
Sorry, God. Yeah. So yeah, she will get some Christmas presents, I'm sure. What's Rasha up to? Yeah, she's all right. She's just very chilled out at home.
So the situation we've got is, I'll show you. So Rasha is down on the floor here, but I've got two computers, and she's a bit of a wuss when it comes to things that move. Come on, Rasha.
Trouble is, her claws are too long, but she's got really sensitive feet, so it's really hard to cut them. Even the vet struggles to cut them. But then, because they're a bit long, I think they catch sometimes. I suspect that's just what was going on there. From C. Dan Smith, hello. Oh, right, you like stopping off in Mumby. Yeah, it's a lovely part of the world, isn't it? Really lovely.
This time last year, I'd never even heard of it.
Peter Martin as well, thank you. Nice to see you. Shaz Whitford from Portsmouth. That's quite a long way away. I've never actually been to Portsmouth, just because it's so far from where I've lived.
There's all seamen around the naval base.
No.
What?
Keep it clean.
Let's keep it clean.
Argentina, yeah, they did brilliant, didn't they? It was must have been a good match because even Neil didn't complain about things like Countryfell being messed around.
Debbie's asking about your yoga.
How's yoga? Yeah, it's good, Debbie. I've just not got there often enough at the moment. Just been really, really busy, as you know. So we've been doing the loft and various things, and there's been a lot of. Sorry, I'm changing jobs soon, but the one I had been doing is quite physical, and I had a lot of issues with various things. So I've not managed to get to yoga that often. I did go on Monday this last week, which is great. But that was the last one until New Year. So I'll just try and get organised and do a little bit at home. But we'll see. Yeah. But I do keep doing it because it definitely does me benefit. Yeah.
So of stories to tell. So we're talking to there's somebody on the chat called Debbie O'Neill, and she's married to somebody called Tony O'Neill, who in the football world, Manchester United, if anybody follows Man United or fans may have heard of Tony O'Neill, and he's got a fantastic, massive YouTube channel, Webby and O'Neill. And I saw Debbie and Tony, was it week before last? They're the people that offered me wood out there, wood to the back of the garden. And Tony, I'm going to get on one day to tell you a story about how a hotel by Manchester United football ground called Hotel Football, those that know it will know it, actually got built, and it is the most incredible story. So yeah, look out for that one, because I'm going to get Tony to tell the story on how what looked like this absolutely mad idea came to fruition. So yeah, so we'll have that one coming up.
So we've got more hellos to do, Neil. So
okay, excuse me, sorry.
We because we got chatting about yoga and things. But hello to Andrew Blade as well, wherever you are. Oh, Cleckheaton, thanks. Apparently, have you heard of Cleckheaton? This is in West Yorkshire. Is it nice over there? Perhaps we should try and do a visit one day. Barrett maybe if I retire or something, I might have time to do something like that. But I really don't have time at the moment to do
something like what?
My own channel.
You have your own channel. So the next vlog we put up, which will probably go up tomorrow, I did give Sandra yesterday. Yeah, Sandra yesterday actually took the GoPro out.
I did.
Yeah. Actually took the GoPro out for a little vlog. So you have got 5 minutes of vlogging that you did.
A little bit, yeah. So thank you, Philip. We need a Sandra channel. I'm not sure you really do, but anyway. But yeah, I did. I went out. So my daughter is grown up now, lives away from home, but we still like to go out and do walks in the countryside regularly. So she was over yesterday, and we set off. And sadly, it was really not a great day for going for a walk. It was really cold. There's still a lot of ice around. So anyway, we did manage a short walk, which is quite nice. But yeah, a bit too much rain, a bit cold. But it was fun. Yeah, so it was yesterday. We'll see more about that whenever that gets released by Neil. Crazy Cat Lady, hi from Buxton. Yeah, we weren't actually too far from Buxton where we went yesterday. Yeah.
So we would normally, if we weren't as being as busy as we are, we normally always go sledging at Buxton. Absolutely love Buxton. We've got one little place we go to, and I've been going for decades, and there's only ever been us sledging where we go to, and just over a year ago, I very nearly became a campsite warden at a campsite in Buxton. It was a year just after. It was just after COVID, just before I got the job at Dolbrin.
Oh, right.
Yeah, we were on restrictions for interviews. That was it. Yeah, we were still on semi-lockdown, weren't we? But yeah, I nearly came. I very nearly came to Wales. Was that Bullet Wales? I think you just shot up a load. Sorry, I think. So there's we are trying to give everybody shout outs. Anybody that's on there. So Samuel Wilcox, yes, Man United. I'm sure I saw somebody mention Bullet Wells somewhere up there. South
Wales.
Wales.
As far as Crazy Cat Lady. So,
right,
yeah,
okay.
Philip Coleman is South Wales. Nice, yeah, I like South Wales. And Neil H. Hello, Neil H. So Neil T and Neil H. There you go.
Tea.
Yeah.
Tea.
Tea.
Merry Christmas, Laura.
So, what? Man United, Simon. Yeah, we're neither of us are particularly massively football-y, but obviously we know people who are. Yeah, if that's what you mean. Anyway.
Use of geography. Is that geographically famous people? So geographically, yes, I do know somebody. Unfortunately, he's in prison at the moment. He used to live next door but one to me. Fred Talbot. Well, is he geographic? He was a school teacher and a weatherman. Dodgy. Let's not go there.
No. There was another one, but we don't really want to go down that. It's Christmas. Let's keep it cheerful. You know?
You're gonna sing a tune.
Sing a tune.
Yeah.
Maybe, I don't know. I haven't really prepped anything.
Well, we'll get if you want Sandra to give a little tune, let us know in the comments and we'll get Sandra to sing. What are you going to sing?
Well, that's my issue. It would be better if I had some words, because it's like fine, so I could sing something Christmassy, but
you can sing Feliz Navidad. I love you from the bottom of my heart. But you were rather drunk that night, I think, because you come over very, drunken.
Well, singing with Hannah as well, didn't we?
You were. Should we confess to what happened that night? What happened that night? Can you remember where we'd been before we came back?
The pub.
Yeah, and why had we gone to the pub?
Because it was Christmas.
So we'd gone to see XL5.
Mm-hmm.
And Hannah came to join us. And Hannah got her first bottle of beer. Do you remember now? Sorry.
She wasn't that. Like, you make it sound like it's like really around. She's like, I think 17 or something.
Yeah, like, you won't let her have a drink. Anyway, carry on.
Back in Neil Fantasy land here, but anyway.
Cheadle in Staffordshire. I didn't know there was a Cheadle in Staffordshire.
I did know that.
You did?
Mm-hmm. So we haven't said. Have we probably said hello to you yet, Simon Wilcox, who doesn't like Man U? But anyway, hello. Laura Herr, hello. Merry Christmas to you too.
Simon, if you're a football person, who were you egging on to win tonight? Was it France, I should say, or Argentina? Who were you egging on? My French neighbour's not happy. Oh, CC.
Oops. Joanne Hill, nice to see you. Yes, you mentioned Cheadle in Staffs, but not where it was. Merry Christmas to you too. Terry Evans. Sandra's the brains of the outfit. Semi-serious note, but it has, not a lot of men like smart women, I've noticed.
Smart women? Brains? Some men would feel threatened by it. You're having a laugh there.
No, it's just...
Go on. Sorry.
We're
brains.
We're a very chalk and cheese couple, but it kind of works, So yeah.
I have just had another really bad bout of gout.
Bouts of gout.
That's not a gout about. And we've been in agony with my ankle, and I've now come to the conclusion it's cheese. I've comatose on cheese this week. I'm easing down on my cheese. So I was talking about being chalk and cheese. I've never done chalk.
Yeah, well, I did a lot of research when he first got this flare of gout a couple of years ago. And there are various foods on the hit list or things that you should not consume if you're prone to gout. And the two things on the list were the two things that are Neil's most favourite things in the world. I met this chap we were out a good while ago, quite a few years ago now. We met this chap that one time rented a room in Neil's flat.
Hang on a moment. Hang on a moment.
I always remember, he said to me this thing. He said, I always remember with Neil, there was only ever two things in Neil's fridge. This is when he was a bachelor. It was a long time ago. Like, there's two things in Neil's fridge. One was cheese, and the other was beer. And they're the two things that you're not really meant to have if you've got gout.
So the reason why I ended up with a lodger was my cousin invited me out one night for a drink, and I do like a drink. And this night of drinks went on and on and on, and it turned into a lot of drinks. And then he had a friend came along who then decided to buy me even more drinks. It turned out that his friend was having problems within his marriage, is his best way to what I'll say. And he was looking for somewhere to stay for a night or two. And by pint number 10, I said, you can come back to ours, mate. You can stay a few nights. And then he ended up staying a few months. But all he was going on about, because I didn't have any food, because I was living on my own, but I had cheese and beer in the fridge. Life without cheese, it ain't worth living. Anyway, so yeah, Alan the lodger.
Yeah, so I don't know. I can't remember why. There's something about beer and. Hey ho, see how the gout goes. Eh? But anyway, Philip Coleman, hi from Luca. Luca?
Has that gone braids? Somebody said your braids, Luca. Explain. Phil,
do you know?
Philip Coleman, hi from Luca. If you'd like to, Luca, is that Luca somebody watching? Explain what Luca is for us, and yeah, we'll do that. And Sandra with a craft. So you'll see Sandra on our next vlog. What were you doing last night?
To be fair, we probably should have done that. I just finished a bit of work for my daughter Anna, but she's taking it with her now. But she doesn't like a hat on her head because her head gets too hot, but she just gets cold ears. So I made her like a thing that goes around her ears, and I finished it this weekend. But she's taking it with her now. So I'm afraid I haven't got a picture of that. But yeah, last night I was probably going to start a new project soon. So I've got this hank of wool. So you'll see anyway. But Neil did film a little bit of it. But rather than just buying balls, it's cheaper to just buy the big rounds of wool, and then but they have to like get it all balled up. Never done it before. My mum's done it a lot. My mum's 90. She used to do loads of this when she was younger. But I was a bit shocked how long it took to ball up 250 grams of wool. But yeah,
3 hours.
It was quite a while. Yeah.
And then you were complaining that your arms. So she's got her arms out like that.
Yeah, out like that, and then sort of wind a bit, and then you've got to get a bit round again. Anyway.
3, and that was only one piece. She's got 3 pieces to do.
No, that was half of it. So it's 2 lots of 250 grams. So I've done half of it.
Right. So Rona, we will try and.
Well, yeah, we could do a bit. I've nearly finished my shawl that I've been working on. So we can.
Yeah. Shawl.
Yeah.
People can't see your hands, but yeah.
It's about, I don't know. It's getting quite long now, anyway. So maybe can include that in the next video if his nibs will let us.
You can.
Crafty Bev from Manchester. Yay!
Manchester, no, Manchester, no. Whereabouts in Manchester are you from, Bev?
I hope nobody here is from Norwich. Norwich is a nice place, and it's a lovely place to go on holiday. But East Anglia is just very, very different. As I grew up in Manchester, and I had a job down there, and I really loved the job. And I did live there for a long time. I think it was about 15 years in the end. But at a certain point, I did choose to move back to Manchester. It was just, because, I don't know, home bird in the end, I guess. So, yeah, I've been back for quite a few years now. Yeah. Manchester.
Yeah. Let us know, Crafty Bev, whereabouts you're from. Hello, Paul.
Hi, Paul. Hello, Days Out from Doncaster.
The match going red, small world.
No, Tony O'Neill. There you go. If you haven't seen that channel, you can look out for it maybe then.
Yeah, the Webby on it. But I will get Tony on here to tell this story about hotel football. Rob, my best pal, who's been, funny enough, he's been my best man twice. It came from Donny, and yeah, nights out in Doncaster, they were a little bit wild. We let's move on.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Donny nights out and Donny girls. My God, yeah.
I can't. Excuse me. Devante Marcus Cousins Jr. I'm not even going to try and read that. What's going on there? Merry Christmas, anyway. Graham and Joan Shuck. Hi from Sunny Bolton.
Sunny Bolton.
Not too far away. Yeah. Wonderful. And you're going to come down to the nurseries. Fabulous.
Really, really looking forward to getting stuck into it. I'm absolutely looking forward. My lawnmowers are back as well. They got delivered week before last, so I've got yeah, my lawnmowers. So those that have been following my channel will know what I'm on about and everything. Well, you got a super little thanks there as well.
Oh, thank you, Simon. We seem to have had quite a lot of comments coming on with chatting. Where was that? Christmas.
You feel a little bit. So hang on a minute. Yeah, sorry. There's a lot of comments
coming
from
in. Norwich.
Oh, Norwich.
Norwich. Honestly, I do really like
Carol.
Norwich. It's not that I don't like Norwich. For me to live there indefinitely was, I just missed home. So yeah, but it is a lovely place. So.
Pauline,
Christmas. There you go.
Pauline, you are going to absolutely love the cottage. I'm not going to go into any details of where me and Sandra are going to be going for New Year's Eve, but we are going to be in a cottage. So look out for some vlogs. But you will. It's a lovely. Seriously, it's a lovely cottage.
Crazy Cat Lady, Duff Holes. Yeah, my dad used to take me up there when I was a kid. We used to go hiking a lot around there. I used to love it over there so much. Yeah, it's a beautiful place. 133 watching.
So we've got 155 at the minute.
Gosh.
Gosh, you're a bit red there, Sam. You're a bit emotional. Oh. You're laughing. Are you guilty? You're going to giggles again. Go on. Tickly.
What did you say? I haven't been to the pub. It's just so funny.
I haven't been to the pub. Hello from Norwich.
Sandra, Angie's asking, am I from Manchester originally? So there's a place called Chorlton cum Hardy. It's just south of Manchester. That's where I grew up. So my parents had a shop there. So everybody knew us. And everybody used to say, how are you? And how's your mum? And how's your dad? And yeah. And then there's a whole gauntlet of getting past the scally kids after school, because we had a veranda above the shops where I used to live. And all the kids used to hang out there because it was right by the bus turnaround where all the buses used to stop and kids would get on and off. And it was manic. It was just so manic living there. Anyway. Chorlton. Watching from Nova Scotia, Canada. It's wonderful. So I've never been to Canada, but I would love to go one day potentially.
So Laura, I am half Canadian. My mother was born in Canada, so yeah. So technically speaking, I'm actually half Canadian, Invermere, up Alberta sort of direction. And my mum, she told so many stories about life in Canada when she was a little girl and growing up, and the amazing summers you had in Canada, but the bitterly long, freezing cold winters. So. Oh, Stockport, Crazy Cat Lady. Yeah, you're literally just down the road from us there in Stockport. Literally down the road.
Wow. You're enjoying seeing Neil cooking, but you'd be to see my cooking. We cannot be in the kitchen. We can never be in the kitchen at the same time. This is like a literal marriage breaker. We cannot be in the kitchen at the same time, can we? No.
You'll always find me in the kitchen at parties. Those of a certain age, do you remember in like the 1970s and 80s, like this time of year, you have house parties and the men used to always be in the kitchen at parties. What was all that about?
I'm making jam at the moment.
Oh yeah.
Wayne was asking. I'm making jam at the moment because we needed room in the freezer for the Christmas food, and I've still got my summer black currants from the garden in there, and some of the summer apples. And we've got a lot of nurseries and plums and things that still need turning into jam. The only issue I had this year with the jam, and it was I couldn't get hold of any pectin, and I tried to set the plum jam without pectin. It didn't end well, I'll be honest. Like, I'm normally pretty good at making jam, but that lot, it just never set, no matter what I did to it. So, but I have pectin now. So once I get to my Christmas break, I'll be cracking on with that.
And hello, Malcolm Wilson. So if you're an OMD fan, I don't know whether you're on my OMD Facebook group, in which case you will probably know. But I'm doing an exclusive interview with Andy McCluskey very early in the new year with a series of questions and answers. And I'll give you a little sneak to why I'm doing it. Is there'll be a little bit more info. I'm going to be careful what I say here. There'll be a little bit more information about the new OMD album that's going to be released next year. So yeah, OMD fan, well done, matey. Good on you.
Okay, so Emma Eccles says, yes, please sing. So should we just do it a very short, not a whole carol, but just a very short
I think we'll
bit?
do it. Yeah, we'll keep people waiting and they'll keep watching as you're going to sing.
We'll do a little snippet.
Snippet?
Snippet?
I've had a snip.
That's a bit personal.
You're going to snip it? What are you going to snip? Go on, then, go on, dare you. Go on, dare you. Go on, dare you. Yeah, what's in there? Go on, Sandra, go on, Sandra, go on.
Doesn't have to be close, or she'll pick up fine. Neil can't sing, by the way. Really, I mean, he's enthusiastic and loud, but the pitch isn't great, I'll be honest. Sorry.
I've never said I can sing.
Okay. So this is for Emma. Here you go. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Good tidings we bring
to you and your kin. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Ta-da.
There you go.
Hold on. If you hang on, we'll get Feliz Navidad at some stage, isn't it?
Had a few more drinks for that.
Yeah, I've run out of gin.
What else we got coming through?
You're up to this one here. So thanks. Honestly, it's a little bit overwhelming. People that have actually tuned in. So thank you, everybody.
So Malcolm Wilson's the OMD fan, right? Lovely.
Yeah, I just said hello.
We are too. Yeah, that's one thing we do have in common. That interestingly, we're both massive OMD fans, but we both love completely different songs within the back catalogue, if that makes sense. So most of Neil's favourites are not my favourites, and vice versa. Because it's just how we seem.
So are you more of a friend than a fan?
No, but I think I'm more of a fan of Paul Humphreys' songs, and you're more of a fan of Andy McCluskey's songs, I think. So there you go. Anyway, so yeah, I think like I quite like Souvenir. Neil is not so keen on that kind of thing. Yeah, no. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to say that publicly, or I don't offend any OMD fans that all love Souvenir. But
next minute you'll be seeing like Locomotion.
Not so much that, but also like things like even that What Have We Done? The reason when you hated that, didn't you? I thought it was all right.
Do you know what that was about?
His dog
that died. What have we done? There's a story that if you're an OMD fan, we got Claudia Brucken and Paul Humphreys to a party a few years ago. The biggest logistics in getting them to our OMD party was sorting out accommodation and dog sitting for their dog. Anyway, that's another story.
I see a question about the flower.
Oh, tell the flower.
Diamond Lucy and the flower. So yeah, did we mention the muffins I made last week?
Have you not mentioned any more details about flour?
So I discovered this could solve two problems in one. So sometimes I do things for the church. So last week I took a load of muffins for the church coffee morning, and they went down like hotcakes. Unlike his nibs here that hates my cooking, but they were very popular there.
Your cheesecake was nice tonight.
That wasn't mine.
No.
That was Iceland cheesecake. It's a creature of habit, you know. But yeah, so there's two good things. It gets rid of more flour, and people eat it, and then we don't have so much flour in the wardrobe anymore. But I've had a big tidy up, to be fair. This is looking better than it was, isn't it?
Debbie, if you're still watching, you know the latest flour story, which I can't go into because Sandra would slap me.
I have a theory behind that.
Yeah. We've got more flour than flipping Windy Miller's got from Campbellwick Green.
Right, Paul Cooper wants to know how many buckets. This is Neil just being very Neil. They're not my buckets, frankly.
Your buckets?
No, they're really not.
Paul, keep an eye out for a video we'll put on opening up Christmas presents. You'll see.
The only bucket I claim ownership for, I just got one bucket, which was a specific reason that there's a traditional way of processing wool as opposed to washing it with detergent, but you need to have a clean bucket that's not like mucky and horrible. So I got one bucket for washing my wool.
All those black buckets outside, I think some were from Adams, some was from Judy at the stables, and you go, oh, there's a free bucket, I'll have that. There's a free bucket, I'll have that. And you would Sandra has not only got one bucket, all those black buckets are all Sandra's.
And what about all the orange B&Q ones?
I've got one orange bucket.
No.
Sorry, two orange buckets. One a paste bucket for wallpapering and one for washing my car. And there's no holes in my bucket, dear Sandra. Dear Sandra, there's no holes in my bucket, dear Sandra. No holes.
See, Neil has this theory that if you keep saying the same thing often enough, it'll make it true.
It's true. I will get the GoPro and I'll give you a bucket tour.
But they're still not all mine.
The artist should have surrendered. To be honest, I'm not a football person. I did watch the last 45 minutes, and it was a good match. Cumbria, whereabouts in Cumbria, David, are you from? So let us know, as you'll know my wardening this year.
Dave Quinn. Hi, Dave.
Started off in the South Lakes. Yeah.
Yeah, I was looking. It is what it is, but I was so looking forward to getting a bit of time up in the Cumbria area, and it wasn't to be. Didn't get to go any hills or anything like that. So there aren't many hills in Lincolnshire, sadly.
There are no hills in Lincolnshire. There's molehills.
Yeah,
there's molehills.
At least there's lots of plums anyway.
Lots of plums. What are you on about? There's no mountains in Lincolnshire, but there's lots of plums. Just remember that. And anybody watching from the Lincolnshire Tourist Bureau, you've got a new slogan. We don't have mountains, but we've got plums. And wasp. Plums. Are they big plums or little plums?
So about the trees around the perimeter of the campsite, in case anybody doesn't know.
Oh, so it's not. Sorry, so it's not. It's not generally Lincolnshire. You're talking about Mumbai. Right. Anyway, enough of your plums. Oh dear.
So this one's for you, Neil. Really, it says you and Travel Trolls make a good team.
Yes.
I haven't met the Travel Trolls, but this is a Neil thing.
So everybody will know Dan and Mazzy are in Spain at the minute, and will be coming back to the nurseries for their seasonal pitch in March. We have got a challenge that we got. Dan has got, I think, 2 challenges he's issued me.
Ooh.
So I need to have a play with Sandra. He did offer.
I did.
You did.
I did.
You did. I didn't explain why I wanted to have a play with you, mate.
Okay, I'll hopefully.
You can be my Black Knight.
Oh.
You can be my little porn star, and I'll be a bishop.
No, you're better off getting some lessons from David down the road. He's David's a lot better than me.
Anyway, so yes, we have got a couple of things coming up, and yeah, it's going to be great to obviously see Dan and Mazzy again. When you're breaking up from work, yeah.
So I'll be back. I'm just trying to get back on the comments because we were gabbering a bit and then got a bit behind in the comments.
You were singing. So Sandra's managing the comments.
Oh, lots of comments. Oh, we do need to catch up, Neil.
Right, go on then.
Really a lot. Oh, we've done that. Did we miss a bit somewhere?
I think so. Yeah. What we had for tea? We've had a curry for tea. My poppadoms didn't work out. Did we see Simon Jacks? You've just sent a little super thanks over. Thank you ever so much, Simon. Luke and my grandson. The sound of the elf.
Me, the elf. No, it makes sense now. Yeah.
You need the elf. I'll be back in a minute. Rash is at the door.
So.
Hey, go on, Rash.
Super. Yeah. That was just a bit of fun. I just can't quite believe still that somebody rang the doorbell when we were in the middle of doing that.
There you go. That's Luca. We remember now. The elf on the shelf. The elf on the shelf is back.
Watching from Ireland. I love Ireland. Not been for a long time, but yeah, great place.
Eccles, Crafty Bear. That's it again. You're just up the road from us. I was not a million miles away from there with a new wood supplier last Sunday.
And for Fred, we had basically chicken curry for tea, but we won't mention the poppadoms.
So some of you will know I lost my poppadoms a couple of weeks ago. We found the poppadoms, but the poppadoms, we won't go into the poppadoms.
They're normally good.
Yeah, they are normally good.
Merry Christmas, Neil from Wildlife Watcher. Philip Coleman. Holidays abroad. Like we've been talking this for how many years now?
We've never been abroad together.
We said when the kids grew up, it would be nice to get away abroad together, and then the kids grew up, and then COVID happened mainly, didn't it? So we've been to Amsterdam for like
a weekend.
Well, not even a weekend, like a boat on the weekend, and then a day in Amsterdam.
Singly, we have been abroad. I've been fortunate. I've done most of Europe. One day we might do, but to be honest, there's so much to see in our own country. When you've had a summer like we've just had, England, Scotland, Wales, it really is such an unexplored place. I'd love to take Sandra to Cologne. Yeah, that's definitely on the bucket list, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I actually worked there, so I don't know if people already know that, but I did used to work in research support for a long time. So I did actually go for a month to learn a new laboratory technique over in Cologne. Long time ago, back in, I think it was 1995, I think, or maybe 96, around then.
Was this another job? These jobs that you very stick to these jobs. You keep going about all these jobs.
It wasn't a different job. It was I went to a different lab for a month to learn this technique to bring it back. It was part of a big European collaboration.
Collaboration?
Yeah.
Not parallel universe.
So it's a Europe-wide project to get to the bottom of understanding the genetics behind plants and flowering. It's really fun.
Hello, let's just crack through some of these quite quickly because we're losing track of hellos. Hello, Lisa Morris. Thanks for joining us. Hello to Mr. Smith, and hello to your wife, Jill. Stuart Brown said, "You're a star." You're a star.
Thank you.
You're a star. Oh, my little star, my little rainbow star. There's a song with it. You're a star, superstar, you're a star, isn't it?
Crazy Cat Lady from Stockport. Yeah, we like Stockport. Great place.
And Tracy, not too far from Chilwell in Nottinghamshire. We'll see you in May. May seems a long time ago. We've got some really good news. On Wednesday this week, we're on the shortest day of the year. It's the winter solstice. So slowly, the lighter nights will be coming up. May generally is a lovely month. It's we're well and truly over winter, and the lighter nights are on the way, and it can warm up in May, can't it?
Yeah, I'm just not looking forward to. There's this whole bit where the mornings keep getting darker for quite a long while into February. I think that's something like that. It's like that's my least favourite part about winter is dark mornings. Anybody else like dark mornings? Because I seriously don't.
Dark. Very dark.
When you have to go to work, it's a bit grim.
Yeah.
Right.
Wildlife watcher, big wave to yourself.
Hi, wildlife watcher. I'm just going to scroll back a bit because gonna look for the wavy hand now. Lots of comments. Right. Happy Christmas to Ruben's Adventures, watching from Worcestershire. No, Worcester. Yeah, that's not too far from where we were.
So I have still not let anybody know why we're in that neck of the woods a couple of weeks ago. I hope to be able to bring you a vlog that I recorded why I was there, and at the minute I've got to keep it under wraps, but keep watching.
So we've got Sasha Freedom Sashimi, who's stuck in A&E. Sorry to hear that. Hope you feel better soon. Get home soon.
Hope everything's all right.
Secret to a happy marriage.
Being married to me, Sandra, isn't it? You've got no idea how lucky you are to have me. The secret of a happy marriage is being married to me.
Didn't work the first 2 times, did it?
I asked for that.
Sorry, I'm joking.
Our humour, we bounce off each other. So some people say I'm being tight on Sandra, but to be fair, it's just with bone dry humour. So hope you get it.
It's just one of them. I mean, I think for any marriage, it's got to be a little bit patient, and we're all different, and just
patient. You're telling me I'm be patient with you. Patient.
I'm more patient than I used to be. Trust me.
So on that, Sasha, in all seriousness, myself and Sandra, we are very, very much opposites, and we're both fiercely independent. So if Sandra wants to go away for a weekend or do something, and vice versa, we don't interfere with each other as long as it's all mutual and safe and things like that. But we sort of encourage each other to just get on with what we want to do as well as being married, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, we do have quite a few common interests as well, don't we? It's just but not everything.
Do we?
Yeah.
What?
Like music. Getting out to concerts.
Yeah. Okay.
Camping.
Stop going camping. Do it full time now. Go on, razzle down.
The nice thing now for me is I actually sometimes get periods away camping with just my daughter, which I really enjoy. It's nice that she still wants to do that. So a little bit of mom and daughter time as well as time with Neil and Neil's kids. And, yeah.
Maria Ramsby in New York. So good they named it twice. What's the weather like in New York? Is it freezing cold? It's probably. What breed dog is Rasha? Rasha is a Romanian rescue dog. So she's a crossbreed, and the way I describe her, she's got the body of a border collie, but the legs of a corgi. So she's got a lovely, massive waggy tail, but really, really, really tiny little legs. So she's a cross. So Chucky Smith, metal detecting videos. Chucky, hello. I know you always comment on our videos. We do like to read the comments, don't we? And I think Pendle Dan is asking you to say it.
To say what?
To say.
Oh, it's Christmas. What, like, isn't that song?
Noddy Holder.
That, yeah.
It's Christmas. Not. How did you say it?
Well, I wasn't doing that part when we did it with the choir, but yeah, like that.
Right.
Yeah.
Angie, you
Piece
will
of
not
coal.
believe
We were
a conversation we've had just this afternoon about traditions and the coal on New Year's Eve. So we used to take a piece of coal out the back door along with a piece of bread and bring it in the front door on the stroke of midnight. And you bring it through the door. You bring the coal to keep yourself warm and the piece of bread so you got food. And we were talking about that just this afternoon.
And Neil said, I bet you've never done that. And literally, when my mum's nearly 90 now, so it's a bit different. But when we first got together, it's quite a few years ago now, and my mum came with a piece of coal for New Year, so we could do exactly that and go around. And I think it's even Neil that brought it in the front as well. He don't remember. What can I say? But he did, yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, funny.
But yeah.
And is it Gin's too? First timer?
Hi. Welcome.
Louise Roth.
Hi, Louise.
Oh, talk about my coffee versus Neil.
My cook. Well, we do like different things. So he likes his meat. Let's talk a lot about his meat options. But yeah, he's very much a meat's very much at the centre and heart of Neil's cooking. It is good cooking. I'm not dishing that.
Oh, we have to. It's good cooking.
But I'm more of a. I do eat meat, but it has to be in the right proportion. I like lots of veg with my meat, and
meat and 2 veg.
And I'm much more of a pudding person, so I like. So bit of backstory. I know there's other comments to catch up with, but my grandma used to help out in a professional patisserie, like bakery, and she used to make the most fantastic cakes. Honestly, the best cakes you ever tasted. So I still enjoy making cakes as well, but the problem is that he doesn't eat cake. So this is kind of tragic, really. And I like things like pancakes and all sorts of stuff that Neil just doesn't like. So.
No.
Yeah. And game and all sorts. You don't even like pheasant. He doesn't even like pheasant.
I do like pheasant. I don't mind pheasant. The pheasant's just a bit rich for me. I'll eat pheasant. Will you eat it?
Did I mean venison? Well, yeah,
I've had venison. I've eaten pigeon.
But once his friend brought him an entire pheasant, and I plucked it and prepared it, and nobody else would eat it.
It was gorgeous. It was roadkill.
It was delicious.
I'm at an executive meeting and a pal pulls out. Anybody want a pheasant? I've got just run over. Believe it or oh, you've been to Windermere in Canada. That's amazing. Ooh. Days out. My mother came from Invermere, next to Windermere. So amazing. And I'm actually in touch somewhat with the museum in Canada at Invermere. Wow, that's amazing.
Fabulous.
Yeah, wow. Hello, nice. Lorraine Evans.
Hi, Lorraine. How are you doing?
Hang on. Aidan Skinner, you've been offered a warden as a Haven site. Good luck, mate.
Well, perhaps it's improved. We hope.
I mean,
some of them are smaller as well. I mean, I'm sure the one we went to in North Wales wasn't really that many pitches anyway. I'm sure the facilities are better in North Wales.
So I very nearly worked at what's it called? Greenacre, Portmaddock, and that was only 25 pitches. Aidan, if you want to ever send me a message about working at Haven, please feel free to do so. I'm a bit muted to what I could say about working for them.
Yeah.
Oh, thoughts and predictions for the 2023 Conker season. Yeah, well,
good question.
I'm in touch with a new manufacturer of Conker Magic, so they may sponsor the next Conker video. That, in all honesty, that Conker thing with Dan, I know we dragged that out, but seriously, in real life, it was hilarious. And the missing Conkers that went missing, I genuinely was convinced Dan and Mazzy had been pinching my Conkers. Everybody knows Dan is as dry as me, and Dan's going, we haven't taken them. I know you've taken them. Bloody mice. Anyway, yeah. We will. I'm sure we will be having a return Conker match.
You didn't bring any little visitors home with you, Mr. T?
Positive. Yeah.
We'll see. Anyway.
Oh, any place my plant is watching from and thoughts of a plane. Oh dear.
Oh.
That's Les and Sasha. Yeah.
Sorry to hear that. So just hope things improve soon. But yeah, not great being stuck in A&E, is it?
Rona.
Oh, hi Rona. I'm more relaxed, to be quite honest, because I've been working really, really hard this year, and the end's in sight now. I've really got this little bit to do this week. Finish on Thursday, but things are winding down, so it's just going to be nice to relax. It's just nice to have a bit of time with Neil while he's here.
Oh.
Yeah, so see how it goes, but I'm reasonably hopeful this coming year won't be quite so crazy busy. So basically last year I took a new job, but then also the manager that employed me moved to a different job within weeks, and I was left picking up the can on my own. And it was a massive work area. It was like, I enjoyed it, but it was really, really hard graft, so that's why it's a little bit, yeah. Anyway, it's nearly Christmas now. Yay. So it'll be fine.
I've been offered the warden. Is that a different Aidan Skinner? Is that a different one? That's the warden sign, uppercase.
No, it's
no, same one. Yeah,
same
Aidan with Haven, working for Haven. If in actual fact, you know, Aidan, the staff at Haven, absolutely phenomenal. Even my line managers, my top managers, but that company, no, never again. Anyway,
well, you had a bad experience, but maybe other sites are run better than that. So gotta hope. See how it goes. I mean, it'll be a good experience.
Freedom Samashi again is asking, will I miss Sandra when I go back? Oh, I always miss Sandra.
But that's the funny thing, though, because like we've been together a long time, and so even with the whole COVID thing, when he got stranded up in Northumberland, but we're in touch regularly all the time, and
Yes.
it's like it's not like just obviously we're not speaking just because we're physically far apart, if that makes sense. We're always in touch, aren't we? So,
no, you've got video conferencing and things like that, and obviously so yeah, we may not be with each other in person, but we are always in touch. Yes, I've been watching the exploits of Dan and Mazzy in Spain. Thank goodness so far they've not had any mishaps. Yeah, that's yeah, there's still time, but I'm dead chuffed that it's all going well for them and everything. So the snail saga was absolutely hilarious. So anybody that watches the Travel Trolls will know what I'm on about with the with the snails. I actually like escargot. I will eat snails.
Mr. Says Jackie, have a great Christmas too. I hope you have a lovely time. What else have we got? Our dog is very sweet. Yeah, she's funny. Yeah,
she's gone back in the basket in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Have you been watching it?
Mr. England loves a good muffin. I don't know how to take that.
Funny enough, I don't mind a good muffin myself. Well, a good muffin.
No.
Sorry, why are you laughing? Hope you've been watching your smalls. We watch each other's smalls. So funny enough, Sandra's done the washing this weekend, haven't you?
Yeah, well, I often do, and the ironing will sit there. So whenever I get around to doing the ironing, pretty much.
Debbie, don't talk about tea bags. We've got more flipping tea bags in here than. Oh, just don't even go there. Hang on a minute. See if Rashi wants to be tempted out again.
I think we've definitely got enough tea bags to get us through the winter anyway, Debbie.
Come here. Come on. Yeah, come on, Rasha. Come on. I'm just trying to tempt Rasha, but she's scared stiff of the computers. Come on. You keep reading out. I'll see if
I can't read the next one. It's just like...
It's Sandra into dogging. Well, we can read the other comments.
It's just...
going. Keep going.
Should we? If we've got time, there's quite a funny story when we went to Cornwall. Isn't there?
Oh, bloody hell.
We'll save that for another day.
Sandra and the dogger. So we do have a dogging story. What Sandra can tell. Yeah, there is a story about a man in a field and Sandra disappearing for a long time. Right, come on, Rash. Come on.
So Neil's not blessed with patience. He's blessed in other ways, but not with patience. So we've driven all the way down from Manchester to Cornwall, found the campsite. It was a summer, so we got there. I think there was about an hour and a half before sunset or something like that. And Neil had this idea that we had to absolutely go at that moment and go and film this sunset, because he had this thing in his head like, that's what we're going to do. I hadn't really particularly communicated that. We'd just driven down for hours. The dogs hadn't been out. So I said, I've got to take the dogs for a walk before we go. So I take the dogs off. We had the 2 dogs still at the time. Set off down this lane, pootling along. And this man popped out, I'm not quite sure where.
He popped out?
With a big shopping bag. And he saw me and the 2 dogs. And he said, oh, and they are both sweet dogs. So, Sky was really cute as well. And so that's about our dogs, and said, where did I get them from? And I said, oh, they're both rescues. And they said, oh, that's lovely. And then he insisted on giving me these dog treats for the dogs. And I'm like, okay. And then obviously I knew Neil was waiting, so he was chatting away. So I've got to get back because we're going out. Anyway, and then he looked at me and said, are you not from the dog rescue place? And I was like, no. And then he only gave me the treats because he thought that I was working at this dog rescue place. And then I was trying to give the treats back. And he said, no, keep the treats. It was just all really awkward. And then I came back to the car. Neil was then having kittens by then, because I'd been more than 10 minutes walking the dogs. And he was going to be late getting his sunset pictures.
40 minutes.
It really wasn't.
It really was.
It really wasn't.
It really was.
It really wasn't.
It
Anyway,
really was.
No matter how many times you say it, Neil, we're making true. Anyway, so I had to go back, and then he's like, get in the car. So we get in the car, and I still had these dog treats. So he looked at me, he's like, where the hell did you get these dog treats? It was just very funny. Yeah. It was very, very funny.
Right, so somebody just sent me a WhatsApp message. I think that may be you, Aidan. I'll come back to WhatsApp a little bit later. Rasha is really scared stiff of our laptops, but she is here. Anybody that wants to see Rasha? So there's our Christmas tree. Yeah, Aidan, the one that's working for Hayden. Yeah, Aidan, I'll respond to you on WhatsApp after this, probably when I'm in the bath.
So John's asking, how hard is it being away from each other when it's holiday season?
Instead, you're into digging.
No, I'm ignoring that. We've done that. I'm on to John.
Yeah, he did say, he says something you're into digging, not dogging. What are you on about?
Muffins and digging.
Go on, keep going.
Oh, dear. Bit late for that, Will. So, perhaps I'm younger than I look, but our baby days are past us, I'm afraid.
So Sandra's got one daughter, Hannah, who I refer to as being my daughter, and I've got 3 children from previous wives, previous relationships. So we've got.
I mean, we always said that. I mean, when we did get together, we said we'll always just treat them, but all as if they're our children.
Yeah,
we've always done really. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, this being away in holiday season. Well, I mean, I do get breaks. I mean, it's all right, isn't it?
It's not.
So it just means we would have normally taken a break from work to go on holiday somewhere. I just take a break and go visit Neil.
I think the hardest thing is if Sandra comes up for a weekend, on a Saturday morning. Obviously, I've got to work weekends.
That's awkward sometimes.
Yeah, and then so Sandra came up. I think that within the first week of me being there, I ended up being the warden it's a long story on what happened, but we had been waiting for a check-in to go out for a meal on a Saturday night. I think it got something like 7 o'clock, and there was no mobile number. Couldn't get a hold of the guy, and said, well, everybody should be here by 5. And to go long story short, we went out for a meal and we got a call at 9 o'clock, didn't we? Yeah, so that, yeah.
But you muddle through. It's fine. Terry Evans, well, don't even talk about the flour shortage because according to Neil, there's never, ever going to be a flour shortage.
There isn't a flour shortage. There's no toilet roll shortage. There's no egg shortage.
There will be next year. Where do you think the bulk of the flour, or the grain for flour, is produced in the world?
Lincolnshire.
No.
Lincolnshire is the corn basket of this country. They have had a bumper harvest this year.
Across the world, what's the biggest producer of grain?
Does it rhyme with Ukraine?
No, it is. It is Ukraine.
Okay.
One of the reasons I'm suspecting it's politics, but part of the land that Russia took was the grain growing area. Draw your own conclusions, by the way. Yeah, Merry Christmas, Terry, too.
So hello to Jackie.
Jackie is in Banbury. I've never been to Banbury. Do you want to tell us a little about it if you've got time? Yeah. From Northampton originally.
I've got another story. I got banned from a hotel. I got a credit card blacklisted at a hotel in Northampton.
Hello to Darren Walsh. How are you doing? Merry Christmas, Terry. Yeah. Ruben's Adventures. Happy Christmas to you as well. Yeah, down in Worcester. Lovely.
Your husband's having an affair with the lady who runs the other site. There isn't a lady on the site.
Hey?
She messaged me thinking I'm Neil.
Hey?
No idea. Your husband is having an affair with the lady who runs the other site. She messaged me thinking I was Neil. There is the other site. We haven't got a lady running another site. Bit strange. Sorry, there is some of you may be aware about a weirdo stalking YouTube channel that's stalking quite a few YouTubers at the moment. If you do come across it, just ignore it. I'm sure the person has got some mental issues. Yeah, so again, I won't go into that. So I did appear on one of those videos of his, and he's just obviously whatever. So I think I saw Bob. I think Bob Earnshaw was a victim recently. He mentioned it on one of his recent vlogs. Yeah. Anyway, what made me become a campsite warden? Yeah, I won't go into full details on that, Jackie, but I've had a passion for camping and being outside since it's been instilled on me since being very, very, very little. And my life is very very complex to what I've done over the years. And to cut a long story short, 5 years ago or something, I had a cancer scare, which I don't think I've told people about. Everything's okay. I'm all fine and everything. But when you suddenly have that wake up call and you're put on a 2-week fast track, and all of a sudden you think, I may not be around much longer. And on my things that I've always wanted to do was run a campsite, and that's sort of how it came about. So yeah, I'll try and remind me, and I'll try and tell the story in greater detail. But it was just something that was I don't know, something I just always wanted to do, and the rest is history. History. Okay, so that's Jackie. Who's Muddy Cup? Keep going. Muddy Cup. So I am back to the nursery. Right, gotcha.
Excuse me a minute, but
Sorry.
You're going on. But what about like Dave asking where they could stay near Altrincham?
So the nearest site to us, we've got Delamere Forest isn't too far away. And what's the craft place called just near Delamere?
Blakemere.
Yeah, you got Blakemere is 25 minutes away, but anywhere around Delamere is fairly close. And there's an amazing site that was one of our favourites in Northwich, which is again half an hour drive away, called Belmont Hall. It's absolutely amazing. So I'm just going to stop Rashi barking. Right, come on, you can have a biscuit in it. Right.
So, but yeah, there's not too much really close to Altrincham. But so if you can look for places that are a short distance out along the A56, and then it's literally, as I say, less than half an hour, really, isn't it, to get back into Altrincham itself if you do that. To be honest, if you really want to stay in Altrincham, obviously there is actually a travel lodge, isn't there? We're supposed to staying there at some point, but
The Tramp Lodge.
I think there's to actually camp that near. There's not that much right near, is there?
No. So I think it was Muddy Cup. Muddy Cup, I'm going back working at the nurseries at the end of February. So the site opens on the 1st of March, and that's to enable our seasonal people to bring back the people that have taken the caravans off for the season to bring the caravans off. And then we're open to the public from the 15th of March. But I'm going to be back on site working at the end of Feb. Just get any winter maintenance done. We have got somebody over there at the moment who's been doing a little bit of looking after, and the cottage we've got at the nurseries, that's booked up fully until March, and it's booked all the way throughout the year, but it's been really busy. But yeah, I'm back end of February.
Paul asking about the Chesterfield Spire. Yeah, the reason I know that particularly is not so much I spent much time in Chesterfield, but as I mentioned, I used to live in Norwich, but obviously still have family up here in Manchester, so I spent an awful lot of time driving between Norwich and Manchester. And as you know, there's no real major routes that can get you to and from. So Chesterfield was one of our stopping places, as it were, travelling through between Manchester and Norwich. So yeah, and that was one of my landmarks, was looking out for the Crooked Spire. That was like somewhere vaguely like home when I could see that spire.
So it's funny enough, you got another one from Chesterfield. These couple just ignore. I don't know what they're on. So that's Ian. Iced up on a canal boat. Yeah, it's been a proper winter on the canals. Hope you've managed to keep warm on there with a log burner or what other ever sorts of heating you've got. So yeah, just yeah, well done. So it's going to keep flying because I can't believe the time.
Dave Everly's from Stoke. Hi, Dave.
Yeah, ignore. Just Danny Boy, Mablethorpe. How's Mablethorpe? I've been looking at some of our security cameras at the nurseries, and you've been definitely cold and some very frosty moments over there. So yeah, Boathead on tour. Yeah, you have a good Christmas, Mr. Smith. Gosburton in Lincolnshire. Very happy Christmas to you and your family. Yeah, not far from the campsite. Phil Tovey, good evening. Warwick in Warwickshire. So we weren't a million miles from there the other week.
Really lovely down there, wasn't it?
Yeah, beautiful. Russia is sweet, Jackie, indeed. And Errol from New Zealand.
Oh, hello, fella.
My family lived in Alford, Blimey. That's incredible. That's so, what a coincidence that is. So Alford's beautiful little place.
Now, I've heard great things about New Zealand, but yeah, it's just so far. Even like East Anglia is soon far, but New Zealand's like really far from everywhere.
Aidan Skin, any plans for a self-build camper event at the nurseries? Are you talking about a rally? Because the site is open for rallies. We have had a couple of small rallies on there. Never say never. Swaddle Dog, hello, and you say hello back, Sandra. There.
Hello, Swaddle Dog. Strange name, yeah.
Muddy Cup from Norfolk.
Merry Christmas to you in Norfolk.
Yeah, okay. Watch his snails. I'm not so sure what he's all about there. Just keep going down. Phil Tovey. What was that one there? With Danny Mazzy, who got me watching you. Yeah. The popularity of my own channel, and a lot of you guys discovering me was genuinely down to the Travel Trolls TV. So yeah, those that have come over, thanks ever so much, and I hope you enjoy the way me and Dan bounce off each other and everything. And say his humour is as dry as mine.
Oh, Angie's just like having to work 14-hour shifts on A&E. That must be so tough, especially at the moment. Oh, bless you.
I've not received. Oh, my salmon at the nurseries. Yes, I did get salmon at the nurseries, wrapped up in tin foil. Yes. Oh, hang on a moment, Swatty dog. Oh, right. So he's referring to Anne, who does a bit of help for us from down the road at the nurseries. Right, okay, right. Got what you're on about now. Muddy Cup from Norfolk. You need some moderators today. Yeah, we possibly do. We'll just skim over those, Jackie. You get them. Yeah. Pauline. Yeah, Pauline. Big wave, and thank you to you and your family. Yes, Kev, maybe if we do this again, we will get a moderator on there. You can see the sort of random things that happen when you do these things.
So it's just because we're trying to chat and scroll and
what are we having for Christmas dinner? We've not decided on the meat yet. Probably beef, but I do like lamb, and we're not having turkey. Turkey's bland, plain, and very, very boring. Periwinkle, never had deer rams, but escargot, yeah. I've eaten frog's legs as well. So yeah, I would do that. Phil, massive happy Christmas. Those that are feeding the trolls, just ignore the comments. Just yeah, I'm sure they're getting themselves off. Who's Heather? Craig, when I said hello to Heather, yeah, have we?
I don't think so. Hello, Heather Craig. How you doing? Oh, late to the party. Yeah, I guess, can you watch it later, sort of thing as well? I don't know. I've never done this before, so
yeah, you'll be able to. This will be online and everything, so you can always go and catch up.
Welcome, anyway.
We weren't absolutely sure what we were going to talk about, and I said to Sandy we'll be done within the hour, and there'll be about 4 or 5 on here, and it's just been incredible the amount of comments that have come in. So thank you. Just, seriously, that's just been amazing.
So Riley J. Adlington, I don't think we said Merry Christmas yet. So you're coming from Sheffield. We like Sheffield. It's a nice place too, isn't it?
Yeah.
Cool. Lisa Morris.
Yeah. So again, yeah, I'll look forward to collaborating with Dan and Mazzy, all being well, as we get into the new year and they return from España.
Shaz Whitford. Oh, don't worry about that. But have a good Christmas anyway. We don't worry about crazy people, do we?
We don't worry about crazy people. I've been in politics, and when you're in politics, so you think these people in here are crazy. You've not seen any of it. Lisa, I'm cooking Christmas dinner. I love cooking Christmas dinner. Yeah, we found a shop in Skeggy Funny. Yeah. Yeah, Muddy Cup, we're not going to stay on here too long, but if we do this again, we will put a request out to do some blocks on people.
Mark's talking about the crap shop in Skeggy, apparently.
I have never, it's Mabel thought so. It's got the biggest crap shops going. I mean, there's crap shop after crap shop. Do you remember that hose pipe we bought from the crap shop that blew up?
That wasn't great. But...
Sound like somebody had killed us, didn't it?
It's not just that. Like I tried to make a cup of tea and I had to throw it away. It was like really bad.
Crazy Cat Lady, you see me going on about vegans. I've got, if you want to be vegan, fantastic, absolutely wonderful. I did do a couple of weeks ago a vegan vegetable soup, and last week I did a massive vegan vegetable broth. Big pans full of it. Took them out and everything. So yeah,
it's only taken me 16 years to train him, but yeah, appreciated.
Sandra got home the other night. I did a lasagna, and she turns around and says, "You've not made that."
I didn't say
You
that
did.
at all.
You did. You claimed
I
I
said-
bought it. You thought it was a frozen one.
I didn't say you've not made it. I said, did you make that? Because in like 16 years, he's never ever made a lasagna before. So I was like, what? Just like, yeah. And it was all right as well.
Oh, never underestimate your husband.
Apparently.
Golden Palm Resort in
Chapel.
Chapel. I don't know it, but obviously just down the road from us. Home where your park is. Hello, Aidan Skinner. Thank you. How many years have I been a campsite warden? 3 years, coming up to my fourth. Yeah, coming up to my fourth year. I worked in Northumberland, Southwest Wales, Somerset, South Lake District, and Lincolnshire. 5 different sites.
So, before we come back to Elaine, VH Interiors, yeah, it was good to see you. I will pop back in. It just wasn't your fault, but it was awfully cold yesterday. So we'll pop back in. And also, my daughter Hannah said there's some things that she would really like, but she didn't have enough money, so she might be getting the odd extra Christmas present as well. But we will pop back in and see. Do I mind Neil being away for so long? Well, we didn't know how this would work out, to be fair, but I think Neil was just really wanted to do this wardening thing, and I enjoy my job, and I didn't really want to do the wardening thing, so we'll just try it and just see how it goes, really, wasn't it? So well, it's mostly working out okay.
It's just been, it's part of our life's journey.
It's no good holding people back anyway, because if he was miserable and stuck at home, what would be the point of that anyway? So
no,
that's all right.
Yeah, no, we're fine.
The lasagna was very good. Yeah, I agree, Jackie. Yeah. What's left now? Crab shops in Vegas. What can I say?
So, Dave, funny enough, we were talking about the lagging of the pipes at the end of the season, and there haven't been any mishaps over there or anything. So everything's all been fine and dandy. Obviously, there are no statics on there, and the caravans that have been left over on the seasonal pitches, that's all down to the owners to make sure they've got a drain down, etc. Blue Dolphin Filey.
We stayed there. We had a really nice time.
We've camped at Blue Dolphin in Filey, up on the cliffs. We witnessed a storm and several awnings getting taken down on caravans when we were there. It's a massive long walk to the beach. It's it's quite a perilous walk at Blue Dolphin.
And Sky found a frog. I remember that.
Yeah, vaguely found the frog. Yeah. Angie, we will possibly do another live. Whether or not we'll get one in before Christmas, I don't know. We are going away between Christmas and the New Year for the New Year. But we're both sort of very, very busy. I am also got another going away the first week in February with Hannah and Lucy, my daughters. Again, I'm not going to say where, but those that are watching, you will enjoy seeing where I'm going.
So you missed Brian Buddle saying, any tips for the channel? Keep up the good work. He's also a warden.
Campsite warden, Brian. The thing with the channel is, I never thought that I would be able to get daily content out, and even when I'm home now, it's incredibly hard to come up with something that's of some interest. But Brian, if you got any questions or you got any advice to give all the campsite wardens that you think I can cover, please let me know. There are a couple of other campsite warden people that do YouTube, but they don't really do YouTube. And as far as I know, in the world, I'm the only campsite warden that's been putting out not just monthly vlogs, not weekly vlogs, but daily vlogs. I don't know anybody else in the world that's actually has actually done this.
Yeah, but Neil, you never do things by halves.
Well, it's been fun to do. It's been fun to do, and I've wanted to give everybody a bit of an insight, to be honest, to what it's like.
We have been talking an awfully long time, but Adrian Skinner Blue Dolphin. I don't think that's nearly as big as the site that Neil was trying to manage. So hopefully that'll just go a bit more smoothly for you. It wasn't a particularly big one, that Blue Dolphin one, was it?
No, the site I was on was there was 1,000 or just
huge.
short of 1,000 statics and almost 250 tourers on it.
And what was it? There's another comment. We're losing comments now.
Oh, hang on a minute. Paul here wants to know whether.
Oh yeah.
Paul Robinson.
Something else. Neil is the dog lover in the family. I'm more of a cat lady, so it would be Neil that'll be missing more. Sorry, Russia.
Oh, Russia! I'm going to tell Russia.
There you go. There's a few connections around Blue Dolphin area. It is a lovely part of the world, isn't it?
And the lane, Howard, hello and everything. Thanks for joining us. Golden Anchors, worst place to go out if you know Skegness, Skeggy, and that area. It's quite a mixed bag of stories of places where people go, but hey ho, it's yeah, we've actually got actually they're not on the chat. We've actually got somebody's got a seasonal pitch with us at the nurseries, and they look after a static park in Skegness. So to get so just to show how relaxing the nurseries is, they actually come from a static park and come and have a break with us, literally 5 miles down the road. Two parrots on a perch. Oh yeah, hang on a minute. I'll give you. Just let me find something. Sandra's not seeing this. You just have a chat, Sandra. 1 second. Find one.
Super. I mean, to be truthful, I am going to have to love you and leave you all soon because I need to get ready for work tomorrow. So
right, who is that now? Yeah, Muddy Cap. So Sandra's not seeing this. Sandra has not seen this.
What?
That is a sneak preview of something that's going to be taking an event in approximately 11 or 12 days time, and at that we won't tell. You don't know yet. Right, have we managed to catch up with everybody there? Because it's zoomed on time, hasn't it?
Yeah, it has. Says Angie used to work at the Chippies and Cafes on Golden Sands, as it was then.
Wow.
Wow.
Amazing. Right, guys. Time has just. I've got no idea where that's gone. That's an hour and a half has zoomed by. We hope you've enjoyed that. Did you enjoy that?
We're getting spammed badly.
No, so ignore the so if people see comments, YouTube is quite good at filtering out some sites, but yeah, let's not go on the Flirty Hot Girls chats and all the rest of it. So, but we are going to love and leave you, and we will definitely do another one. I think it's yeah.
Yeah, thanks everyone for tuning in. Seems like we had a good number of comments, and yeah, hope you've enjoyed it, and hope you have a good week. Hope your Christmas preparations go well.
I'm just going to throw up some messages on screen of people, which I've not been paying any attention to my software. So let me just throw up some quick messages from people.
Thanks, Stephen. Thanks, Sean, Angie, Laura. Good night, Pauline, Carol, Pauline Prawl, Kevin, Carol. I don't think we said hello to Carol, did we?
Oh, I don't know. Jackie with a three-legged cat. Hello, Jackie. So yeah, let me just throw up some messages for you. So again, these are just very random.
Good night. Yeah.
Please do more live. So we will organise another live. So that's gone. Yeah, it wasn't really expected.
Fab.
Have we caught
Thank
up with
you.
everybody? Night, Boathead on Tours. We'll see you in a couple of months. Well, it's not far away, is it? 10 weeks, isn't it?
Oh, apparently you've had the camp sideboard and sticker covering half of my face.
Oh, here, this thing here. Well, yeah, but you need to move over. Sorry, that's this software that I'm using. It's yeah, we'll do something about that. Okay, don't do the last thing that you told everybody at the beginning you were going to do.
I did.
You did.
I don't think I promised anything, to be fair.
Oh yes, you did. You did. You totally did.
Right.
You did. You did. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Come on. I want you to tell everybody you're going to love me from the bottom of your heart.
Can't sing that without any backing or anything. That'd be weird.
Go on, Angie's going, look, sing. Go on, sing. Go on, serenade me. You got no idea how lucky you are to have me, Sandra. Go on, serenade me. Go on. I'll play the guitar.
Can't remember the words.
Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. I want to wish you a happy Christmas. Come on. I want to wish you a happy Christmas. I want to wish you a happy Christmas, and I love you from the bottom of my heart. Like that. Go on.
Like that. There you go. Neil did it for us. There you go.
You're so lucky to have Neil. Go on. It's all a wind up when I make that comment and everything. Yeah. There we are. Brilliant. Right. We will end the stream and we'll wish you all a tremendous, happy, peaceful and safe Christmas. And remember to tell your loved ones that you love them. If you haven't been in touch with somebody for a long time, make sure you do it, because life's very short. Just do it, and have a really, really fantastic, safe and peaceful new year.